The name of this video, What Makes You So Perfect, is such a right out there in your face question. What makes you so perfect? So before you get your panties in a bundle and you just want to rip apart all the things I'm about to say, I just want you to understand something. I could see why woke is the way that they are. I make videos on another channel. And on this channel, the videos that I make are about e-bikes or whether it be me riding a motorcycle on my normal channel, no matter what it is I do, or if I buy a new car, there's always somebody to say something negative. Now, I get it. We live in a world where people are going to hate on what other people have because they don't have it. That makes sense. It does. It's envy, it's jealousy. No matter what it is, it's something that causes them to lash out at you to make themselves feel better. And I've dealt with this for years, man. Years. It does not matter. Even in real life scenarios, you'll come up to people like this. We all know them as one-uppers. Now, they might not be as brash as what the internet is, but they're very real. We all have somebody that we know or related to or a friend that's just that way. On these videos on my other channel, I don't wear a helmet. Just hear me out. Hear me out. I don't wear a helmet. So people always say to me, in all of my videos, there's at least one dude that says, why don't you wear a helmet, man? You're going to die. You're going to fall down. It's going to be over. And all you had to do is just buckle on a helmet. How come we don't go over to fat people's videos and tell them, hey, man, put down that sandwich and pick up a weight? How come we don't go over to people smoking cigarettes on their channel and tell them to stop smoking cigarettes? You know why? Because it's their life. What they choose to do, whether they are an influencer or not, you choose to continue to watch their content. So therefore, that means that you accept whatever they do. Unless, of course, you're that miserable where you want to go out of the way and try to make that person come down to your level. And you can't do it. So what do? You continue to do it. Why don't I just start going to people that are uglier than me on their channels and just start saying how ugly they are and how much better they could look if they, I don't know, did their hair or shave their beard. But for some reason, you'll always find somebody. It does not matter what position you're in to always bring you down a notch. But these are the same people. Keep in mind, these are the same people that either go by anonymous names or they don't have a picture. And you very rarely see this on, let's say, Facebook or Instagram. You'll see it a little bit, but you don't see it on Facebook. Why? Well, it's simple. Because those people are all held accountable. Yeah, you could be anonymous, but most of the people are not anonymous because they're friends with their whatever, their neighbor, or they're friends with their mom. So they don't hide under a different profile. But for some reason, the internet gives us this sense of validity or strength to where we could say whatever we want and we never are held accountable. So I guess my question is, what makes you so perfect? Like what is it about you? Sorry, what is it about you that makes you flawless? Because everybody's got flaws, right? It's just, if it's something that I chose to do that you don't agree with, why are you the one to tell me what I need to do to change it? I could see if you were God or some superior being and you are the Almighty, you are perfect, and you have all the recommendations for me to get on your level. But if you're less than me, why would I take advice from you? For instance, if I'm 600 pounds, I'm not going to listen to somebody that's 900 pounds on how to lose weight. I'm also not going to listen to the same person. And I don't think, there's a saying, you catch more sugar with shit than you do flies with honey. So, something like that. You catch more sugar with bees than honey with shit. Something like that, right? You somehow you catch more things. You catch more things with being nice than you do it being nasty. Right now, keep in mind, I am the same dude that's been divorced. Remember, I have continuation sheets, so I have like 6 or 7 ex. I don't even. I lost count. I lost count at like 4. Um, So many of them, it just keeps happening. But that means that I can't be changed. That means that who I am is who I am. Isn't that what it's all about? Is finding your inner self? I think Buddha practices this. Is find your inner self, accept who you are, and run with that. That's not saying that you can't change. But this is why I think woke exists, because these are the same people that were trying to be different for whatever reason, trying to be different, or people that want to get abortions, they just want to be different. And then there's somebody on the sideline saying you can't do that because they don't agree with it. That even goes down to abortion. Like it really does. As much as you may think that that is killing somebody, and especially if you approach us from a religious standpoint, thou shalt not judge, right? Like you don't have the power to do that. So but you stand out there and you protest that you can't do this. But there's only one judge for all of those people, and you're not it, right? So we seem to be so we have so much time on our hands, or we are so unhappy with our lives, we have to attack other people, not necessarily to bring people down, but to make them feel like the person that's given the recommendations is the person that has all the answers. But you don't. You don't have any of the answers. Right? You're going on to all these different YouTube videos, or you're going up to all these people in real life and you're giving them advice, but you're taking none of it for yourself. I just I find it so fascinating that we live in a world that it doesn't matter if you rode a bike. Someone would say that, well, riding a bike is, yeah, it's not bad, but swimming's better. You start swimming. Well, if you keep swimming like that, eventually you're going to forget how to walk. It does not. Oh, man, you got all that money, but how happy are you? No matter what, there's always an answer to everything. And you're always going to find those people. You don't have to look far either. You could just knock on 5 of your neighbors' doors, and I guarantee you one of them are that way. It's like you see these people on YouTube. They'll whistling Dixie, whistling. I don't know, Pop Diesel, Whistling Diesel. Right? He destroys these cars with that guy that drives Lamborghinis off a bridge. Why would you do that? You could give that away to people, because that's his money and that's what he wants to do. I understand you don't like that answer, but that's what he does. So, and you know what? You watch it. So obviously he's doing something right. Right? There's the old saying that bad or good publicity is publicity. 100% agree with that. But I just don't know why the majority of people in this world are so infatuated what others have and what you don't have. And then you hold that person who's not accountable for what you don't have accountable. Somewhere along the line, something got crossed. And I don't think it's the internet. I think it's just general society, because internet is part of society. So we can't just say, and we can't just point the finger and be like, that's the reason why, because we can all change that. But you don't. When's the last time you've been to somebody's channel that had dip in their mouth and you said, you should probably take that out? You're going to get mouth cancer. Or you're going to stop tying your shoes too tight. You're going to get ingrown toenails. You don't do that. If you have any self-respect, you don't do that. And if you do that, you should probably do that under your real name. And I know what people are going to say. I know people are going to say in the comments, that's haters, man. That's haters. It's it's not what I'm talking about. It's not. Haters is just somebody that just continually trying to drag you down, right? No matter what happens in life, they want to be the one that says, "Ha, I told you so." And then you get successful and they're like, I'm just going to stop following this guy because everything that I wanted to happen, the exact did. So, or the exact opposite did. It's not haters. It's just, I guess the question is, what is it that makes you perfect? Because if you giving me recommendations on what I should wear when I ride a bicycle, or how I should stop at a stop sign, or all the shirts that I'm wearing are wrong, if all of those answers are the correct ones, why don't you write a book and become famous and just tell everybody how to be flawless?